where does the word Nerf come from? Now, most people know it as the toy company famous for their foam dart guns. However, gamers use this term when a character or item gets weaker after an update. But how did a soft foam gun turn into one of the most popular gaming terms? Well, it actually has a deeper story than you think. Back in 1997, Origin Systems released their most anticipated MMORPG, Ultima Online. It became one of the biggest MMOs that introduced a revolutionary mechanic: player interactions with almost anything. You can tame animals, build your own house, and most importantly, engage fights with players online. But despite how big this mechanic was at the time, Ultima Online had an even bigger issue. You see, back then, developers were still learning how to integrate online updates into their game. Without the internet, if you really wanted to patch your game, you did so by releasing entirely new titles. So for a game that had about 50,000 players on its beta release, Origin Systems tested their game as much as they could. What they didn't realize though was how chaotic their community would get. When the game finally launched, players immediately broke the game. Animals kept getting killed, cities were being barricaded, and swords became the strongest weapon to use. Thanks to online updates, however, the team was able to rush out patches with immediate fixes. From adding multiple servers, to letting axes chop up furniture, to reducing damage on all swords. Some of these patches ended up working out, but players started to complain about their swords being weaker than before. And at some point, one of them mentioned how it felt like they were hitting each other with Nerf swords. And from then on, the rest is history.